Time now for the morning rush. Police are still waiting for an official autopsy report to confirm how a 6-year-old girl in Rio Rancho died, but new details may help them figure this all out. According to the Albuquerque Journal, Romeo, this is Ariana Jade Romeo, was found dead in the home's garage, which was said to be in disarray. She was found without pants or underwear in bloody sheets. Now, a marijuana pipe and prescription medications were nearby. Police have seized multiple tablets and USB devices looking for any evidence of child pornography. No arrests have been made, but interviews continue in the investigation. Well, 3 of the 5 suspects in the Amalia compound case are getting ready to be released from jail while they await their trial. Siraj Wahaj remains behind bars because of a warrant out of Georgia, while another adult, a woman from Haiti, has been handed over to Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Now, the decision to let them out garnered death threats to the judge and court staff in Taos County, placing the Taos courthouse on lockdown yesterday. Now, none of the threats were acted upon, but as staff returns to work this morning, they remain on high alert. While police are still on the hunt for Steven Smietansky, he's wanted on 6 different warrants. His most recent crime is for allegedly burglarizing cars in the Los Lunas neighborhood. From the start of this year, Smietansky has already racked up 6 warrants for his arrest. 5 of those are for felony charges such as car theft, burglary, and drugs. The locations of his crimes range from Las Cruces all the way up to Santa Fe. Kristen?
Spotty to scattered storms in the mix today, favoring the mountain areas in particular, but isolated elsewhere. Albuquerque, we're looking at spot storms today. We do have potential for some strong to severe thunderstorms in the northeastern corner. David?
A new grand jury report shows more than 300 priests from 6 different Catholic dioceses in Pennsylvania are accused of sexually abusing more than 1,000 child victims. The claims date back to 1947. Most cases were found to be too old to prosecute, but charges have been filed against 2 priests who are accused of abusing minors. Pennsylvania's Attorney General called the report the largest into child sexual abuse within the Catholic Church ever in the United States. Well, search and rescue efforts continue following a bridge collapse in Italy that claimed at least 35 lives. Now, officials are saying the bridge was vulnerable before the collapse. It happened in Genoa, Italy, and the experts there say the bridge's design needed a complete overhaul. Now, a portion collapsed when a violent storm swept through the region. Several cars were trapped under the bridge as a result of that collapse. Well, after 2 employees sued APS for hiring a private investigator to spy on them at work, we looked into how often this happens. Invoices obtained by News 13 show that between APS and Robert Caswell investigations, the district spent more than $56,000 in 2 years on private investigators. Now, the district says they are within their rights to use the private investigators, but it is rare. An attorney for the 2 women suing say APS should not be recording employees without a warrant. Robert Caswell investigations settled for an undisclosed amount. Kristen?
Today's Metro Threat Index at a 4, watching for some spotty storm potential here in Albuquerque late this afternoon into this evening. Temperatures will be in the 90s for the later half of today, and the gusty winds, small hail, as well as possibly some heavy rain with any given thunderstorm within the state today. David?
The Sheriff's Office is preparing to go into collective bargaining with the county as the Bernalillo County Sheriff's Union says it continues to lose deputies. The union says 13 deputies have left BCSO this year to go work for APD, and that another 38 are looking to leave. Union President Chris Toledo says that the county is not matching APD's incentives and is taking away officers from skilled units. It's essentially lost its entire K-9 unit. That makes 3 deputies to APD this year. Well, the UNM Board of Regents is holding a revote on Friday to decide whether to cut 4 sports teams from the athletic department. Last week, the Attorney General sent UNM a letter calling the board's first vote illegal and threatened legal action if UNM did not hold a meeting again within 15 days. Now, UNM says they were not in violation of the Open Meetings Act since they posted the agenda about the proposed cuts 72 hours earlier. Still, a revote will be held on Friday. Well, a University of New Mexico researcher is being credited with finding the oldest meteorite ever recorded, and is older than the Earth itself. The rock was found in a sand dune in Africa, and after partnering with the University of Arizona and NASA, they found it to be 4.6 billion years old in age. A fragment of the meteorite is being stored at the Meteorite Museum at UNM, where it will likely stay. Well, Frontier Airlines is having its inaugural flight from the Sunport to San Antonio today. This comes after returning to the Sunport less than a year ago. Frontier Airlines is expanding their services, and this new service marks the first and only nonstop service to San Antonio from Albuquerque. That flight will leave this morning about 7:30. Kristen.
Time now for a check on your morning commute. Nothing major out there when it comes to tie-ups or accidents. The map is clear at the moment. We also have our news tracker out keeping an eye on the roadways, currently heading south on Coors. Looks pretty good, moving at posted speeds. Of course, we'll keep eyes on that for you throughout the morning.
All right, cookie lovers, you have some room for rejoicing this morning. The Girl Scouts are introducing a new cookie flavor this next year. It's the caramel chocolate chip. The chewy cookie is gluten-free and is made of caramel, semi-sweet chocolate, and a hint of sea salt. It's going to be available beginning in 2019. Still, the most popular Girl Scout cookie remains Thin Mints. The Girl Scout cookie industry drive is bringing in big business. That's $800 million annually. Well, an Illinois woman is celebrating her 101st birthday at, of all places, a Taco Bell. That's her usual hangout spot. Ruth Parker has been going to the same Taco Bell for 18 years and was certain that she wanted to celebrate her birthday right there. The manager says they love Ruth and they look forward to seeing her several times a week. Ruth says her favorite item are the taco fries.
7 minutes from the top of the hour. As far as that day planner goes, we're looking at 80s by lunch. We don't stop there though. 92 is my forecast high. Mostly to partly sunny skies on top and some spot storms in the mix today. Still spotty to scattered with best coverage over the high country today. High pressure shifting, cold front moves in, and with disturbances like this low pressure system rolling through the flow, we should be looking at widespread storms on Thursday and Friday. Still planning on increasing rain chances, that is, and temperatures about the same. We were going to hold on to those 90s for pretty much as far as we can see. That goes all the way into next week. And I'll leave you with the allergy report. Everything down to low except for quinopods. That's at a medium. We've got moderate air quality out there for the day. Alrighty, time now for the 5 facts. We start with number 5. An East Mountain family got quite the surprise while eating breakfast yesterday. When Anne-Marie looked out her window, she says she saw this, a young bear standing up against her front door, pawing at the handle. Her and her 3 little boys were inside. Now, when she reached out to the Forest Service, they say they can't risk moving the bear because they're worried it may try and find its way back to the neighborhood and potentially get hit by a car.
Poor little guy. Yeah. And number 4, in just 2 days, the UNM Board of Regents is scheduled to hold a revote on which sports programs will be cut from the athletic department. Last week, the Attorney General sent UNM a letter calling the board's first vote illegal and threatened legal action if the UNM did not hold another meeting again within 15 days. Now, UNM maintains they were not in violation of the Open Meetings Act since they posted the agenda about the proposed cuts 72 hours prior. Now, the revote is set for Friday.
At number 3, as far as the 7-day forecast goes, I told you those 90s not going anywhere from now through Tuesday. Afternoon highs remaining warmer than average. Spot storms today will go scattered Thursday and Friday, even into the start of the weekend. We're going to hold on to those rain chances before drying out Sunday, Monday. Overnight lows on the mild side, mid to upper 60s for the next several mornings.
At number 2, 3 of the 5 suspects in the Amalia compound case are getting ready to be released from jail while they await their trial. Siraj Wahaj remains held on a warrant out of Georgia, and another adult woman we have learned is a Haitian national. She's been handed over to the Immigration and Customs Enforcement. The ruling of the release was handed down by District Judge Sarah Backus. Staff in the Taos County Courthouse are likely still shaken up today after threats came down yesterday, prompting the courthouse to be placed on lockdown. Now, many in the community were outraged, citing the group is a danger to the community. None of those threats were acted upon. And at number 1, shocking new details have just been uncovered in the homicide of a 6-year-old Rio Rancho girl. This as police are still waiting for an official autopsy report this morning. And we want to warn you, some of the details are difficult to hear. Police say the body of Ariana Jade Romeo was found in bloody sheets with drugs nearby. According to the Albuquerque Journal, a search warrant describes officers finding Romeo dead in the home's garage, which had been converted into a makeshift bedroom. Now, that garage was said to be in disarray. The Journal also reports that police have seized multiple tablets, including USB devices, looking for any evidence of child pornography. Police still have not made any arrests, but continue to interview people at the home.